Hi, I'm Lou, another episode of My Car Story. I'm here with Zane. Zane, what's your last name?
Zane Merchant.
Zane Merchant, and we're here at Elmhurst Jaguar in Elmhurst, Illinois. And sometimes we like to feature the newest, bestest car out there. And at the Jaguar dealer, that would be this car. So Zane, what do we have here today?
Today we have the Jaguar F Type SVR. It's the top level of the F Type. It's brand new for 2017. A lot of added features to this vehicle over the F Type R. It's a very interesting car.
So with the F Type R, what are some of the features? And let's start to look at the car. Show me as I'm walking around. Let's first of all take a look at the overall picture of this car.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. And that's just well done and in a spectacular color. So some of the SVR options, and I'll show people in just a second what SVR stands for because it'll be on the badge. But from the SVR, it's the Special Vehicle Operations, as you can read, R version. So it's the SV and then that's kind of the O. So you see the SVO. Tell me what some of the features are, and we can start here at the front.
Well, the first question we get from customers is what makes this vehicle different, what makes this vehicle different from the F Type R? The main features are aerodynamic stuff and weight savings. Those are the two biggest things that you get. What that translates to is a much higher top speed, faster 0 to 60 time. All of the specs get a little bit more aggressive, you could say. 200 miles an hour you can do in this vehicle.
Wow.
It's not something you've ever been able to do in an F-Type before, and that's due to the aerodynamics and the weight savings. If you take a look at the very front here, you have splitters and aerodynamic pieces that you don't get, a little bit different style of a front bumper that you don't get on the F-Type R. Coming around the side, you look at these wheels are very important. These wheels are forged. You drop 30 pounds from the standard F-Type R wheels, and that may not sound like a lot, but when your weight isn't sprung by the suspension, it makes 10 times more difference. It's very important to drop unsprung weight. Jaguar knows that, their special vehicles team knows that, and that's why they went with the lightweight forged wheels.
And is that 30 pounds per wheel?
It's 30 pounds total.
Okay, got it. All right,
And,
but I was going to say that.
Usually they say
the
the calculation you can do is take your unsprung weight, multiply it by 5, and that's how much effective weight you drop. So 30 pounds times 5, it's like dropping 150 pounds on the car.
Yeah, that's great. And by the way, I've noticed we've got a clear, you see my hand through there, top on this car. It's great. All right, so let's continue around the car. Clearly, the spoiler in the back is different.
The spoiler in the back is the biggest thing that stands out. It's the first visual indication that you're in an SVR, not in an R. It is carbon fiber. It is active. When you go over a certain speed, I believe it's 70 miles an hour, it does extend and come back a little bit to give you some effective downforce.
Got it. And we've got the F-Type. Right off the bat, too, I can see the tips.
And that's the final weight-saving piece there. This titanium is this exhaust is a full titanium exhaust. That in itself drops about 40 pounds from the weight, and that is a very big deal. It sounds better, it's lighter, and then the final piece you have is the rear diffuser, different than the F-Type R.
Let's take a look at that, and we can see the diffuser is clear there. And we're gonna hear our F-Type start up. Let's go to the interior, shall we?
Absolutely.
So right off the bat, I just noticed there's your VIN number there on the door, it looks like. And let's talk about the interior, because right off the bat, you could see it's different. It's just striking. Go ahead, tell me about it.
Absolutely. So again, the main theme is what is different from the R, and this is another piece that you have. You have carbon fiber all in the center console area there. One of the big things that you really see that stands out is the seats. You have diamond stitching available here. This is not something that you can get on an F-Type R. This only comes on the SVR. You also have suede steering wheel across the dashboard. That is something that's different. That's something that you won't see on a standard R. You did mention the roof earlier. This is the panoramic roof, so you can see through it. If you want a little bit less weight, you do have a carbon fiber roof available to you, and it's a full carbon fiber at the top.
And as we just slowly go across to get all of the features and the wonderful suede, which just makes you feel wonderful in this car. And there's the carbon fiber. And I want to just show the door. This is for the seating configuration. there. And here's the top that we were talking about. And all of your lights, the mirror, a couple of cup holders in your center area here. You can actually put something in there. And the back, the vision is pretty good in this car. So here's their brochure, just so you can see that. And I want to just give you a little bit of reading material there that you can pause on. And you might be saying, so what does the car cost? So here would be the sheet for this exact car. And we'll get to the prices too. For this one that they have, and where you can meet Zane is right there at Jaguar Elmhurst on Lake Street. And here's some of the other details of this car. And while I've got that, they'll show that this car is here. I just want to flip one more page. We're not going to go through the whole brochure, but I'll take you to here's some of the information on the special vehicle operations. And pausing for a second, sorry about that. The concept of the SVR. You can pause on that and see that there's a convertible version, and we're clearly in the coupe. All right, I'm going to pop the hood so we can take a look at that. Even the little details, take a look at right there. Jaguar, nice. Okay, let's pop the clamshell hood. Is the hood, do we know if it's aluminum? It looks aluminum.
The hood is all aluminum, absolutely.
All right, and they've actually given us some engine to look at. That's a flat supercharger, which is great. And we've got some details there. I'll just turn the camera so this makes a little more sense. There. And we'll turn it back so you can see some of the things there. And I'll walk around the other side. So you can see this here. Another decal. A VIN number. Some coolants. Well, Zane, let's start it up. Let's hear what she sounds like.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna stand on this side for two reasons. One, I'm gonna look over his shoulder at some point. So how do you start it up, by the way? Show us what you're doing.
So it's very easy. As long as the keys in your pocket or somewhere inside the car, foot on the brake, tap the button.
And it starts right up. We're gonna have some things like that. That's obviously the high rev idle. It just kicked down, as you heard. Let me go to the exhaust area here for a moment. Zane, give us some of the different modes. This is standard mode. That's standard. What do they call this mode? The active exhaust mode. All right, let's shut that down. Yeah, that is an active exhaust mode. That's great. Let's shut the hood for a moment. We'll have you stand right next to it. Zane, thanks for sharing, first of all, the different features between the R and the SVR. You did a great job. People want to come, they'll come and see you. I hope that this car is gone, that they come and pick it up from you. Thanks so much for being on My Car Story and sharing this car with us.
Absolutely, Lou. Thank you for having me.